Smile with Bubblegum Paper, and I am back with another card in my 25 Cards in 25 Days card series. I'll put a link to the playlist up in the upper right corner so you can see all the cards I've made so far. Today I'm here with card number 13, and I'm featuring products from Concord and Ninth and Simon Says Stamp. Here's a close-up of what the card looks like, and let's get started. From Concord and Ninth, I'm using their Take a Bow die. And I thought I was going to use the Barnwood background stamp, but I never did. From Simon Says Stamp, I'm using the stitched rectangle dies and their Christmas Blessings word dies. I'm starting with some scrap green cardstock, and I'm using two different shades of green. So I'm using this dark evergreen and kind of like a lighter lime green. And I'm just going to cut a bunch of these pine branches out of it. Now this Take a Bow die is really fun. You can make 3D Christmas trees out of it. You can make Christmas wreaths. I'm actually doing a 2D Christmas tree for this card. But definitely there's so many different projects I've seen done with this die, and it's ingenious, just the way the three holes match up and everything. I'm also cutting the largest Simon Says Stamp stitched rectangle, and then I'm cutting out the Christmas blessings straight from that stitched rectangle piece. I'm saving all of the pieces of this white Christmas blessings, so like all those little dots and stuff I'm going to use later. And then I'm also going to cut Christmas blessings out of this gold glitter cardstock paper as well. I'm also cutting some stars and some ornaments out of the gold and out of some scrap red paper that I had. I didn't end up using these ornaments for this card, but they're still cool to have. So now I have all my die cut pieces, and I'm just going to organize them by category. So I'm putting all the branches together, and then I'm putting all the decorations together and making sure that I keep the little pieces of the Christmas blessings innards together in this tray. And next I'm going to take all the little innards from the gold glitter paper out and clean that up so I can inlay it straight into the white cardstock. So to do that, I'm taking a piece of scrap vellum and I'm just putting adhesive all over that vellum piece. And now it creates like a little sticky background where Christmas Blessings is. And now I'm going to take the little word dies and I'm just going to gently place those into the right sections of Christmas Blessings. And now I'm taking the Christmas white version and I'm just inserting all those innards straight into it. I'll do the same with blessings here, and you'll see that I didn't have any glue under the S over there, so I'm just going to take my glue pen and squeeze in a little glue to hold that down. Then I'll take the white blessings and I'll push the innards into the letters where I can. There are a couple letters where those innards are missing from the word die, but they are actually in the gold tray. So that's the part. Right now I'm taking the C, and then I'm just going to fill in all the different innards for the other letters. And as I'm doing this, I noticed that the little dot on top of the eyes are missing. So luckily they were still embedded inside the die itself, so that was easy to find. I was worried I'd have to cut a whole new set of dies. So it takes me a little while to figure out how I want to assemble my Christmas tree. So I started by taking all those branches and folding them in half and hoping that maybe I could make like little triangular shapes with the different branches. So that was my first approach, and I'm just speeding through this right now so you can see how I'm basically folding every single thing in half. In the end, this approach did not work out so well. So after a little bit of experimentation, I decided to take another piece of scrap vellum and use that as my sort of main central guide to keep everything in place. And then I'm using liquid glue and I'm just grouping 3 pairs of tree branches, and I'm actually cutting them straight off of the folded branches. So there was no point in folding those. I just thought it would be fun to share it with you so you can see that I don't always get it right the first time, and I have to do a little bit of thinking and trial and error. So next I'm doing 3 layers of the light green and holding those in place. At this point my hands are getting very sticky. And then for the top, this green part, I don't know why, but I started with just 2. I thought 2 would be enough. And then I was going to add this top of the tree and make it light green. And then to the top of that, I was going to add the star. So then I realized after I add the star that I do want to indeed add that 3rd tree branch in that 3rd layer. And then my ornaments are a little bit large, so I decided instead to just trim the tree, stick it on the card, and that vellum piece came in handy again. And then I'm taking these little red pearl type of embellishments. They're adhesive on the back, and I thought these would make really cute Christmas ornaments. So they're smaller than the ones that I cut out, and they're just fun and give a little texture and dimension. Next, I'm taking a standard A2 size top folding card, and I also trimmed down a piece of red cardstock so it's about 1/8 of an inch shorter than the main card panel. And then I'm adding Christmas blessings on top of that. So the red just kind of helps tie in the Christmas ornaments, and it just feels more festive. So here are 2 close-ups of the finished card. This was a really fun card to make. There was no stamping, it was all die cutting and glue. As always, thank you all so much for watching. If you're interested in more videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. You can follow me on social media at Bubblegum Paper or visit my blog at bubblegumpaper.com. Here are links to 2 recent cards I made as part of the series, cards number 11 and 12. I'll be back in a few hours. See you soon. Bye!